So the same thing
Fascinating.
here. You're being an entrepreneur. You want to do the entrepreneurial work. You're gonna for sure destroy your family if you're not if you never learned how to retain the stress and the
Yeah.
energy that it takes to balance family and to work on entrepreneurship. So whatever you do at work does not spill to your family. That's my whole thing.
And
I know it's complicated what I just said, but
no, it makes so much sense because this is what it boils down to. That's what it is. So you really need, like you're saying, the time, the background, setting it up. If you're going to download those karate moves into your head, like you said, it's like putting an F1 engine into a standard Ford street car. It's not going to be able to do it. You need to work it so it is balanced. Otherwise, what happens? Things tip over and it's out of order, and you feel that mentally, physically, everything. And that's one of the things I'm fascinated about every day and want to explore, and why I'm so excited about this podcast, the iShook Experience, because I want to get answers. I know you want to get answers. And I really first started feeling this, Benny, before I had kids. I said, whatever, my time seemed less valuable because it was all about me. But once I had a family and wanted to spend more time and raise them and impart things to them, that's where I said, oh my gosh, how do we get this balance? I still only have the same amount of hours in a day. And that's where it came to it, where we're having these, these discussions, and there's so many people doing it. So I want to know, okay, we think we can achieve balance in today's fast-paced world. You've had some specifics. I've had some specifics of doing it, and how you do it as a CEO. But what have you gained over the years? Now, I know you said different things. You said where you control your time instead of having it control you. But what about avoiding burnout? Because that's one of the biggest things that throws people off balance. Is the main thing for you with burnout, making sure you're passionate about what you're doing? Then you can work long hours, be busy long hours between family and work, and not feel that burnout. Or have you had instances yourself where you're like, I need a break, or that you do specifically to avoid that kind of burnout and needing a break?
I mean, I'm not saying don't have pleasures in life,
Right.
but if
But
you
have
really want
balance.
if you really, and you have to have balance with that, of course, as well. But if you really want to be an entrepreneur and you really want to make it, be ready to do the same when it comes to a project and so on and so forth. And then you won't have this chemical issue that you're thinking you have, you're going to burn out. Of course, you shouldn't go
Right.
24 hours, 36 hours straight. I mean, for me to publish a book, I went 36 hours straight one time, several times.
Really?
Yeah, that
Yes.
was when I was younger. Can I do it now? I can't do it now. It's crazy if I do it now. But I do
Right.
go sleepless nights or little limited nights of sleep to finish a project.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you have to have. If you want to make it and break it, that's what you got to do. But you have to.
Right.
It only works, by the way, with a well, when you're by yourself, it's hard because it really only works when you have someone, a partner, a spouse who will be there supportive of you. If you don't
Right.
have that spouse, it's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, you will
Right.
burn out, and if they're not going to be there to back you up with raising the kids and building the family, they're not. You're not going to be able to fully focus your 100 on the business, right?
Right. Right. So support team, whether it is a spouse or whether it's family or friends, having the support helps you avoid burnout because you're able to delegate, whether it's in business or whether it's in your personal life. So that's what you were able to do, where you can now focus on your project and know that things are being handled back at home as well. So that's one of the
Right.
things, I guess.
Between you and I, as a family person, and I'm sure you would say that when you have children, it's a little bit different.